Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Marcus Aurelius, and this is Eador Imperium, an early access Steam game by Snowbird Game Studios. Now, Eador is a well-known base of games. It's started with Eador Genesis, and then they followed up with Eador Masters of the Broken World. And Imperium, from what I can understand, is more of a standalone expansion to Masters of the Broken World than it is an entirely new game in its own right. The story of Eador is that the world was shattered, and so you have these like floating islands amidst a void, and they can only connect to each other through magical means. So like in Genesis, you would conquer your own particular shard, I think they're called, and then you'd move on to other shards. And so Eador Imperium, because it's in early access, it does not have the campaign or whatnot set up yet, but it does have a number of scenarios, which we're going to try. Now, I've attempted to record this 2 times prior, and both times it crashed during a battle. It doesn't like my recording software, DxTory, which is my go-to favorite recording software, so I'm trying a different recording software right now. It doesn't have as high a quality, but hopefully it'll be a little bit easier to run with, and the game will not crash with it. I'm not sure. I'm not a computer expert, so I'm not sure what causes the crash to happen, but we're going to play a scenario called the Barons' Rebellion, just because I'm familiar with it. Basically, there's this giant empire, but there's this place in it called the Riverlands where the local barons, because of the weakness of the central government, are rebelling. So the empire sends a legate to quell the unrest. And along with that, we've got Buddy, like one of the barons who's actually remaining loyal, is going to fight alongside you. All right, I thought that was a hang for a moment, but it looks like the scenario is loading all right. So that's the situation. Now, one difference between Eador and the 4X games that I'm used to is that, I totally could be playing it wrong too, so I'm not going to discount that possibility, but it feels like it moves a lot more slowly than what I'm used to. In most games, the whole name of the game is to conquer things quickly and expand and move out. Whereas in this game, I've played it for a long time in multiple scenarios, and I've never, not once, seen an enemy AI lord. It's not a fast-moving game. One of the reasons why I think is because you have this exploration percentage for each of your provinces and the ones you conquer, and your heroes can spend one of their turns exploring that province. But the thing is, when they do it, they only explore about 4% of the province. So even our capital here, right, of Oldfields, if we wanted to explore it, it would take about 8 turns. Now, if you want to explore a new province you just conquered, it's going to take like 20 turns or more, 20, 25 turns. And so that, to me, it really slows down the game. What I do is I conquer the areas just adjacent to my capital, because a lot of buildings in the capital allow you to improve the buildings in the provinces. And then I just don't do anything. I just sit around, have my heroes search. And once they get strong enough and their troops heal enough, then I will go to one of the sites in the province that you discover in your searches and fight whatever monsters are there in order to gain artifacts and gold. And the name of the game appears to be gold, at least in the early parts. You really want to start up your income. Like, for example, you can build one building only in all of your provinces and then one in your capital each turn. So you kind of have to plan ahead. You have to know what you're going to do. There are special buildings that can only be built in certain terrain types, like a mine can only be built in the hills, a mill can only be built in the plains. In the swamps, you can build a particular shaman's hut, I think, that gives you like nightshade or mandrake or some kind of special thing here. Let's see if it says. No. Thought it would, but I guess not. But so, yeah, so you just have to be strategic about what you build. Now, what I'm going to do, because there already is a mine built here, which is the first thing you want to do because it builds or gives you 5 gold a turn. I'm going to go, no, I don't want to move there. I'm going to build a storehouse. Now, the mill has already been built, right? And it can only be built in plains, and it's been built. But you can upgrade it to a brewery. But in order to upgrade to a brewery, you have to build a winery in your capital, which then gives you access to the brewery. So you have to think about what you're building. And one thing I really love about this game is that you have so many options with things to build. Now, it might seem like a better deal to get a pub because it's half as expensive as the mill, and it also improves the mood of your province, which is great. Well, only if there's a theater built in your stronghold. Again, it's that synergy. But the storehouse, even though it's twice as expensive and doesn't do that for you, if you follow the upgrade chain, eventually the storehouse will become a market, which is worth 10 income, whereas the higher level inn is only worth 6. So you have to decide whether or not mood is worth money. In this case, these people are happy, so we're going to build the storehouse. Now, in the capital, you have a lot of different things to choose from. You have different quarters, right? The military quarter, the trade quarter, magic quarter, entertainment quarter, and so on. And not only that, but each quarter has 4 levels of buildings you can build. Many have prerequisites, and they're different levels of cost. So there's not everything can I afford. Definitely don't want a shipbuilder's guild. We've built everything in the 1, in the 2, in the 3. There is a geologist guild, which is kind of worth it because it gives you an additional income a turn from a hill province. But in this case, I don't know, it cost me 577 gold to get 1 gold. And that might not be how it works out, but it just doesn't seem that worth it. But the winery seems worth it because that'll allow me to build pharmacies, which gives me magic root. But I think it also allows upgrading a mill, which I just built, to a brewery, which is really important. And it also improves happiness. So unfortunately, oh no, we can't afford it. So we're going to build a winery. How do I, oh, that's right. I go to construct. All right, great. So now I'm done. I can only construct 1 building in my capital and 1 in the associated provinces. Now, if you look at our heroes, which I intend to do, you can only have certain troops. Now, Camilla, as a legate, has a restriction in that she can only field high-level troops. So you can't, for example, buy your crappy little troops for Camilla. And also, you can unlock different troop slots here. So she can only have level 2, 3, or 4 troops. And right now, she can only have 3. And so I'm not sure. I haven't gone far enough to really be sure what you need to do to unlock. Maybe it's as you gain levels, or maybe it's certain buildings or skills that allow that. But she does have 4 skills. She's a legate, which you can find out what that means. And then she also has leadership, range tactics, and offensive tactics. So the heroes have different abilities, which you can work with. So I'm going to have her attack these guys. I'm going to have him go up here and attack these guys. And I'm going to hope that it doesn't crash. Here's hoping Merle's action is a bit easier to get along with for the game than DX Story. Sometimes, DX Story has problems. Okay, so Camilla's walked here, and we've encountered the Sleeping Forest, and we've discovered some woodsmen and witch doctors. So let's fight those suckers. Alright, so I really enjoy the battle screen. It reminds me a lot of Heroes of Might and Magic. It does seem a little underwhelming when you consider that this mighty legate has an army of 3 guys. But I guess you can pretend, use your imagination, like reading Rainbow, and this is a whole legion of centurions, and this is a whole squad of guardsmen and a cohort of horse archers all charging into the field, and you're being attacked by hundreds of angry barbarians, bandits and woodsmen, instead of just, 6 of them. But I really like the overall presentation of the battles. Obviously they're hex-based, like most things are, but the different landscapes. The forest, for example, provides you defense against ranged troops. And the plains, are easy to walk across, of course. The typical stuff. I normally like to just have my troops sit back and let the enemy come after me. Now, my horse archers have a range of 7, and so far so good. It appears that we're not going to crash with action, so that's excellent. So we're just outside of our range, so we're going to wait 1 more turn. Yep, the Witch Doctor just shot his range. Now, normally the battles have a little bit of background noise. I don't know where they are right now. But again, this isn't early access, so not everything's been fleshed out yet. Now, your hero can cast spells. So let's see. Increases all attack and defense attributes. Sure, why not? Let's bless our centurions. And let's move them. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. But oh well. Let's fire our arrows at the Witch Doctor, since they're the most dangerous. And I guess I'll move the centurion into the trees and move the guardsmen up. All right, there's different status effects. Like, it looks like all these guys are getting paralyzing poison. You definitely don't want your hero to go down because it's very expensive to resurrect them. So let's go back. Take out this witch doctor. Come on, why aren't you doing this? Horse archer. I don't know why they're not able to fire their crossbow. Oh, maybe the paralyzing poison. That's right. Okay, so these guys can't do anything. They've all been paralyzed except for this guy who we're going to move up. Our hero is also paralyzed. So we're going to have to wait. This is putting us at a distinct disadvantage here because they're going straight for our hero. And our horse archers, which are ranged troops, are getting attacked by the melee troops. Now, our melee troops are pretty elite. And they also have different ranged attacks as well. But I'm going to get rid of this guy here. Perfect. And I'm going to have this guy get rid of... Oh, I can't. He's still poisoned. Now, maybe what I could do is I could cast Cure Wounds on myself. Excellent. Horse archers. I guess we have to attack. But they're not really intended for melee combat. So we're in it now. This is so funny. All the times I've played this on my own, I've just completely dominated the battles. And this one's actually turning out to be really unhappy making of me. The horse archers are probably going to go down. And the hero's paralyzed again. Alright, so what's the plan here? Let's take these guys out. Then let's move him up to take these guys out. And then our horse archers have a little bit of leeway. What do we have here? We have woodsmen. Well, they're all woodsmen. Really? We missed? Oh boy. Magic weapon on these guys, why not? I mean, we're going to win, but we're going to lose our horse archers, unfortunately. And we can't recruit them back right away because we don't have the facilities to. But I think we're pretty much done now. Well, maybe not. The audio's a little haphazard. She's paralyzed, I think. Alright, well, he's done for. And finally, he's done for. Alright, so we lost our horse archers, unfortunately. And again, I mean, we're limited to only being able to carry 3 units, so it's really difficult. But we did take everybody out. We got 41 gold. And it looks like these guys got a Medal of Courage for outstanding performance. That's great. Alright, battle number 2. We're taking on militiamen, spearmen, and slingers. Now, this fellow cannot lead as elite troops as the legate, but he, strangely enough, can lead more of them. So we have Triarius. The units are kind of a mixture of Roman Empire units and medieval units. It's kind of an amalgam. Put him there. I think one of these guys, the skirmisher. Okay, we have 2 Triariuses. All right. Sounds like a lot of fun. What spells do you have? Okay, well, you want to hold off on the spells, though, because they have a limited duration. So you really want to wait until the enemies get close to you. This should be a substantially easier fight. Okay. Now, what's the range on the skirmishers? They have a range of 6, it looks like. No, they have a range of 3, but their ranged attack is 6. And they have 3 shots. So that's... we'll wait another turn. They don't seem to have... They do have a slinger. But otherwise, these guys are just militia. They're not going to have ranged attacks. Alright, this should put him in range of my skirmishers. Okay. Cool. Let's get our legionary up there. Man, he's still alive, really? Let's get him up there to block these guys. Alright, we'll take him out with this guy. And now our hero does not have a ranged weapon, so we're just going to cast more spells. Let's go with magic armor on this guy, since he's all up there by himself. Alright. Alright, skirmisher, let's take out... No, we can't. He's too far, so... This guy. Wow, this guy's really... He's tough. He doesn't want to go down. And this guy we're going to move here. Okay, hero. What do you got for me here? Let's do magic weapon on this guy. Lockdar. Okay, this guy's not looking too good here. Let's, actually, we're going to move him to safety. We don't need him for the battle. Oh, we can't really move him to safety, can we? Alright, well, let's move this guy here. Alright, let's move the hero down. And now we can move him back. And this guy could finish off this guy. Excellent. Ooh, and the sun just came out. That's nice. Alright. Actually, can we get the skirmisher to get this guy? Nope. He's not quite... Oh, he's out of... That's right, he's out of ranged weapons. Let's move him up and... Yeah. Okay, he's done for. And this slinger should be no match for my legionary. And they have special moves as well. Forced march, raised shield. But it's not going to be enough. Awesome. Alright, no casualties. 20 gold. So we've gained 2 new provinces. Hooray! So now we're back to wanting to build things. Well, remember we just made it possible for us to build a... Was it a... Oh, a brewery, right? So it's going to cost 100, but it's going to improve our income by 3 additional over the mill that was already there. So let's build that brewery. And let's go back to the capital. So what do we want to construct now? We have 613 gold. This is cheap, and it gives us magical crystals, so let's go with that. And now what we want to do is, because she lost a unit, we want to move her back so that she can replenish while he is going to explore the province. Now you can see it is at exploration 12, so it's gonna, you'll see it's gonna take him a while to get it all explored. She's moving, right? And he's exploring. Yeah, okay, good. I guess I didn't push the explore button hard enough. Alright, so Rudimar returned from his trip, but he did not find anything, although he did manage to explore. Okay, 8%. Okay, that's decent. That's a lot better than 4%. We're going to continue exploring. And now she's in the capital, so she can recruit troops, but they have to be level 2. So let's see here. That's rank 1, rank 1, rank 1, rank 1. So we only get centurions, horsemen, and that's it. Alright, let's get some horsemen. Now, troops are some of the most expensive things in the game, not just to purchase, but also to continue with. So definitely you want to start improving your income earning potential right away, because just a couple troops and you're all like, you put some troops in the garrison, all of a sudden you've got a lot of upkeep. In fact, I think it should tell you somewhere. Maybe not. All right. Well, we fixed her up. So now we're going to have her conquer the barbarians over here. Actually, I should have built more things, shouldn't I? Oh, well. All right. This should be easy. 4 enemies, barbarian, shaman. And the game also has enemy types that are unique and different too, that don't show in this campaign. Like I saw from their updates on their, I think it was their Steam page, the Steam news, they have like different types of troops, different factions. It's interesting that she can only get level 2 or above, which means she has no ranged troops, except for the horse archers, which we can't build yet. Alright, let's move him up. And we'll move her up too. Alright. So this guy's the big problem here, the shaman, because he can cast ranged attacks. And I think he can do things to you too, like poison people and whatnot. Let's move her up here to take on this guy. Meanwhile, let's get these guys up to the trees. And I'm actually going to have my cavalry... Can he... I'm not sure if he can attack from there. I want to have my cavalry swoop around and take out the shaman. Alright, perfect. So she's going to take him out. Wow, he was stunned, which is good, but he didn't really do that much damage to him. Let's move him up into the trees, and let's move him down to take this guy out. Actually... No, let's go after the shaman. Perfect. Perfect. Alright, he's done for. I guess we missed. No, we took away 7, okay. So the stunning blow doesn't really stun him that much, though, because he was able to move. Okay. We're not going to be able to get to him. So he's going to get one more attack on our horsemen. And he's finished. Hooray. Ah, medal for courage. Nice. Alright. He has found a mandrake glade. Your workers will begin harvesting the magic roots immediately. Okay, so now we have mandrake. So we're going to continue exploring, but what's interesting about that... Scouts report there is little love lost amongst the rebellious barons. Their strife can be exploited to crush them one after another. Defeating some of them will surely cause the rest to submit. Excellent. Alright, so now that we have mandrake, we can actually build... Or we can't. Why not? This building cannot be constructed. Why? This is a swamp, isn't it? Beaver Fields? It has to be if it has mandrake. Maybe I need to construct something first. Since these are newly conquered provinces and they're very unhappy, we're going to build a pub just to make them happy. Alright, so she is going to explore as well. And he is going to continue exploring as he is. Oh, we could have built something in the capital. Shoot. Although we don't have much gold. So really, we need to make more gold. Okay, so Camilla managed to explore 7%, but didn't find anything. He managed to explore 6%, but didn't find anything. Alright, so we're going to build a pub here. Alright, so you can see now we're making a little bit more. This is our best place, so we're making 46, obviously, for our capital. And I wish you... If you left-click on a place to get its information, it moves your hero to it, which kind of sucks. But if you right-click... Well, I guess right-clicking also gives you information. It just pulls up this menu, which you can avoid. 22 gold there. 1 gold here. Wow, the swelling lands should be called the poor lands. I don't think there's anything we can build with 403 gold. So we're just going to keep exploring. But see what I mean about it being just a little on the slow side? Because, like, I don't really want to move forward because I have all these lands that haven't been explored. Like, for example, Camilla just found a horse herd. So we examine it. And a herd of wild horses, right? So the local barbarians hunt them. We're just going to auto-resolve because I've already shown an attack in this showcase. Nice. So we can get defense. What's one or attack? I always love defense. And he found nothing. So, if you'll go here now, you'll notice that we now have horses, which should probably give us something new that we can build related to horses, or maybe not. The outpost will give us horses. That's interesting, but we can't build it because we can't afford it, right? The mill. Definitely want the mill. Good income there. All right. So, but as you can see, where are the enemy? I don't know. They're just running around doing their thing, I guess. He found nothing. She found nothing. And we end the turn again. You know what I mean? So just you're kind of sitting around. Let's build the brewery. Definitely. More income. And that's that. Let's explore some more. Now, exploring does have a purpose. You find places like we did with the horse field where you can attack and... Okay, let's see. Half the population in the province of Copper Hills refuses to work. They demand that your deputy arranges a holiday inviting the traveling circus performers and artists. Oh, real-world problems we've got here in this game. We could arrange a holiday for 200 gold, let them sort out by themselves, flog them if they don't work, or hang everyone. Well, I want to be a benevolent ruler. We're trying to stop a rebellion, after all. So let's give them a holiday. Why not? All right, Sleeping Forest. In the forest, you can build a sawmill. Again, it generates income and redwood. So that's pretty solid, too. Excellent. Let's keep going. Now, obviously, you're probably going to want to get more heroes, right? Because the more heroes you have, the more provinces you can capture or search or do whatever. But again, money's our real issue right now. Old windmill. Halflings. All right, let's see what happens. All right, we managed to take him without losing anything. Now, your troops do, however, lose hit points. Oh, nice. Camilla, leadership 2. Improves morale and experience. Discipline improves hit points. And ammo. Leadership. And hit points, yes. All right, cool. So, yeah, hit points. So, let's look at you can look at your hero here. I think there's a... Actually, look at hero button. Hero. Okay, so yeah, we can hire heroes, but they're really expensive. Like, wow, this guy's 13,000. That's amazing. Why is he so expensive compared to everybody else? Isn't he Rudimar? Maybe because we already have him? I don't know. But that's not what I wanted. Maybe it's... Is it statistics? No? Don't know who this guy is. Huh. Let's cancel that. Yes, we can visit a location if we want. There's a forlorn manor with undead and a dark dungeon with necromancers, but I don't think we're strong enough to take them. But I want to see, like, her... There we go. Right-clicking on her. Okay, so you can see here... The Centurion has, well, he has full hit points, 23, 23. So does he. No, all right, so this horseman here has 19 of 32 hit points. And I'm not entirely sure how they refresh, like at what speed they refresh. I think they refresh faster in the capital than they do anywhere else. But as to how much they refresh when, I don't entirely know. But you have to pay attention to that because you could theoretically lose a battle that you should have won because your troops went into the battle injured and weak. All right, 6% more and 4% more. The deputy of the province of Sleeping Forest has informed you that an unnaturally dense fog has been hanging over their land. All right, well, we can't hire team adventurers because we don't have enough money. But we could buy ropes for the locals, or we can perform the dispel ritual. This sounds, I mean, this costs more money, but it sounds like a worse answer, but we'll do it. Yes, the people are pissed. Let's perform the dispel ritual. More ropes, I guess? No, I don't want to waste more money. I did everything I could. These mortals cause too many problems. Your messengers inform you that as Tarkos, the greatest good magician alive, is celebrating his birthday today. Huh. Copper coins. So we could steal all the coins from the people. We could send him a spell. You could say the prosperity of my subjects. Let's send him a spell. In gratitude. Why not? All right, ladies and gentlemen. Well, we're about 30 minutes, so I'm going to stop the showcase here. But really, this is a beautiful game. It's only in early access, so it's just going to get better. It's really interesting. It's just, again, I'm not really used to how slowly it moves versus other 4X strategy games that I am familiar with. And again, I know nothing about this game. Like, I could be playing it completely wrong, and maybe you know, in the comments, you'll be like, no, Marcus, you should just continue to steamroll other provinces, conquer as much as you can. That's the way you're supposed to play, or whatever. But it's definitely worth taking a look at. It's what I kind of like the fact that it's unique from other 4Xs, because, you know, they all kind of build on each other, you know, and they all utilize a lot of the same tropes and gameplay elements. So anytime somebody tries to do something different, I say that's a really good thing. And the idea of searching the provinces to discover sites that you can then explore, interact with, attack is really cool. I wonder if maybe there's skills you can develop or certain heroes that you can hire, like maybe a scout hero that makes searching a lot easier, maybe searches a lot faster than others, or maybe there's certain troop types that improve the speed of searching. I'm not sure. But what I really love is the building, and how building certain buildings in your capital improves the lands around it and also allows you to unlock other buildings. So it's really strategic. You're thinking, okay, what should I build? And you have a limit too. You can only build 3 buildings in any particular province. So you have to really choose, you know, should I build this mill or should I build this pub? Like, is morale in this case better than income? And I love that. There's a lot of different strategic layers to it. So anyways, I highly recommend you check out Eador Imperium by Snowbird Game Studios. I'm, of course, Marcus Aurelius. Thank you so much for watching. Have a good one.